Yes, 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 yes. The doors are open, folks. You hear it. It is a post-fight reaction right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. The siren is going. It is off, folks. The junkies are in the building. The boxing rehab, folks. The Double RT Boxing Show. And today's fix is something new. Something new for us boxing junkies. A good one. Now, over the weekend, Top Rank held that card in the UAE, and making his pro debut was Majid Al-Naqbi. Was it Naqbi? Al-Naqbi debuting at lightweight. He seems good, folks. I like him. It's for a debut, obviously you can't take too much into it. You can't take too much out of it. But you can sit there and talk about it. And that's what we're going to do right here on the Double RT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing Show. For you new viewers who stumbled upon this show, or perhaps a Majid Al-Naqbi fan or a supporter of the UAE, wishing him the best. The future looks bright, but what we do right here on this show is we talk the best versus the best, which is number 1 through 15. That's our lingo. That's our speech. Number 1 through 15, those are considered the best. You fight each other, prove it, you get your shot at the champion. We also talk about all the little belts in between to help you boost up those rankings. We're boxing junkies. We talk boxing right here on the Ready Talk Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A. And if you do want to subscribe, thank you. But I advise you to go watch some others video segments, see what the show is really about. Mr. A's thoughts. We change the screen. We just talk about boxing, do other stuff. But see if you really like this show. If you're a really boxing junkie, go ahead and subscribe. Now back to what you clicked on the show for, the post-fight reaction. The combinations are there. I can say, for his pro debut, if you really put yourself into this as a fan and what you watch when you watch this dude fight Majid Al-Naqbi. Yes, it was a pro debut, whatever. But considering the event, like I said it on the card. I did a fight card review. The UAE's been throwing so much money in the last years trying to host some type of an event in their country. It always has some type of speculations of blah, 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 blah attached to it, good or bad, whatever. They've been trying to hold an event in boxing in their country for years now, at least 5 years. They've been trying to get some big fights, and it always falls short at the last minute. Now, to finally hold an event, you get only your second pro fighter in your country making his debut. That weight's, he's 22 years old. Canelo gets a lot of weight put on him by the Mexicans, and he's not the first or second Mexican pro fighter, but he has a lot of weight on him. Majid Al-Naqbi being the second fighter at 22 years old, not a deep amateur background. He came out looking good. Came out like a bat out of hell. he came out swinging. But the thing is, when he was swinging and swinging, the combination, they were in combination form. They were smooth. They weren't just wow over the place punches. You see a lot of times they're just loopy wing shots. It's like, okay, he has to work on that. The only thing I would say this dude has to work on is his pace. But like you said, you can nitpick, you take small things and make them big things, so that way you get better. But for right now, you can see, like I said, if I don't know what type of team they have behind them, training team. Did they mention the guy in the gold, Sadiq, the guy in the gold robe, the gold clothing? he's the promoter of the event, and I think he runs the gym he's been at since like 9 or 14, something like, I think 9 years old, something like 14 years, I don't know, something, but he's been at that gym. So they got a cool product. Like I said, I don't know what type of team they got behind him, but whatever team they got behind him, he's looking good so far. I can say what I see right now, I have, well, obviously, I think he's going to be better because I was going to compare him to Patty Barnes. I was going to say I see more. I'm willing to bet more of the house on Naqbi than I am on Patty Barnes, but Patty Barnes retired and he's like 5-2. So his record was real short. The Irishman, Michael Conlan, very famous young prospect. It's getting better, but at this stage of pro debut, I see more in Al-Naqbi. I'm feeling more confident in him getting tougher competition wins than Michael Conlan at a faster pace. He's looked, like I said, I like the base. You get a block of clay, you can start to shape it. You ain't got too much. Your clay is looking good with Naqbi. It's not dry. It's, like I said, for defensively, yes, he's gonna do some head movement. But like I said, the whole card itself was young fighters who lack defense. So he's 22 years old. You wish he would have came in there with some more head movement, but with the pressure and the lights shining big on him, trying to, got his promoter, got the Sheik in front of him, and Brown. He gave his gloves to him. That was a big event. What's that guy's name? I hope I don't like butcher his name. Where is that? To have that homeboy. I'm just calling him homeboy. I know he's someone big. To have where is he at? The Sheik guy. Mansour bin Muhammad bin Rashid Al Maktoum. To have him sitting there, he's recording the event, so he's sitting there secretly recording some of the little scenes, and then give him his gloves at the end. Like I said, overall good event, good fight. Like I said, it looks promising for him. Ended with an uppercut. Like I said, I like the punching combination. He went upstairs, downstairs, hooks to the body, hooks to the head. He falls in the wrong category, or not wrong category, but the things that a lot of young fighters lack. We sit there and we watch him like, damn, if homeboy had a jab, it'd be a lot easier for him. Of course, we're sitting on the outside. We're fans. We get to talk this. But with his punch selection, he was making upstairs, downstairs, right selections, but he was getting hit, for no reason, just walking in, trying to throw the hook. Obviously, as a young fighter, as fans, we've seen it. If he needs feints, he needs a jab. Double jab, double feint the jab. He just needs feints. Then he can start throwing the angles in. But like I said, as a pre-debut, work on the defense and the feints, and he's looking. I see a pretty cool future. If he seems pretty humble, he seems pretty wise. He goes, "Hey man, this shit's different than the. I need more training. The amateurs, okay, but this is hard. I need more training." So like I said, slow himself down with his punch selection, bobbing and weaving. He's in a lightweight division. He's a long way off. So his division is heavy. So we ain't even talking Lomachinkos and Garcias and Haney's and Teofimo Lopez. He's a long way off from that. So he's cool. He ain't got to worry about any of those names. Hopefully they don't make him too big as being the first boxer or the second boxer from this country and try and just blow his name up with the UAE money and try and force him into one of those names. Just let him. It's like how you can bring these type of fighters over to him, put them on ESPN. How they do Crawford? They put him in Nebraska. Just let this dude do his thing, man. Let his thing and 5 years from now, we'll be hearing from, hopefully. The Double RT Boxing Show post-fight reaction, making his pro debut and debut on the Double RT Boxing Show. Majid Al-Naqbi with a beautiful uppercut. Busted, dropped it. This whole card just had people just getting their light switch flicked off. His uppercut was good. It dropped him. And then he hit him with a nice body shot, a delaying body shot that just stopped it. Well, he got up. The referee stopped it, but it would have been kind of cool to see him pour it on and get the defense TKO. Because normally I'm not a fan of the TKOs. The fact that homeboy got up from the body shot, it would have been kind of cool. But either way, Lytkin, the Russian, would have got fucked up if Al-Naqbi had that finish in him. But we never got this. But he looked pretty strong with the body shot, the uppercut. It was about 30 seconds left in the fight. Could he have finished him? He could have knocked his ass out. Could he have not? We could have seen that he's not a finisher. But hey, we'll see on the next one. And stay tuned for his next fight reaction right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. Thank you for tuning in.